Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of calculating interest. This is standard 8.12D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 16 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we've got to compare two different types of interest. We have an initial deposit of $1,200, no additional deposits or withdrawals. So what this lets us know is that right here we're dealing with our principal, right? The amount of money that we're calculating the interest off of, and that remains the same. Because if you make additional deposits or you make withdrawals, that's going to change the principal that we're going to need, right? And so we've got simple interest here, we've got compound interest here, and they're both at that same 1.5%. So once we calculate the simple interest, once we calculate the compound interest, now we need to find the difference between the two balances at the end of 4 years. All right, so that's quite a bit of work there. So let's pull out our reference materials just to make sure that we have the calculations for interest, right? So simple interest. So I'm going to put simple interest. Simple interest equals, and we've got this I equals PRT, and then we've got the compound interest, right? And that equals the P, and then the 1 plus R, and then we're taking it to the T is the exponent there, okay? Which definitely means we're going to need our calculator in just a moment. So let's figure out the simple interest first. All right, what's my principal? Okay, I've got $1,200 times my rate, 1.5%. Let's make that a decimal, right? So really that's just that 1.5 is over 100, right? So it's 100, so we could just move it over twice. So it's 0.015. And then what's my time? 4 years. Okay. So that's going to give me my interest. Then we'd have to add that back in to find the amount. So let's get our calculator out. All right. Let's do 1,200 times 0.015 times 4. That's 4 years. That gets me my interest, okay? So that gets me $72 interest. Then I've got to add the original back in. What was the original amount? The 1,200. So that's going to give me the 1,272. All right, so 1,200 equals. All right, so that's my balance at the end of 4 years there. Let's check out my compound interest. Okay, so my principal, 1,200. Now it's going to be 1 plus, what's my rate? 0.015 to the 4th power. All right, let's calculate that now. So 1,200. Then it's going to be 1 plus 0.015, or we could have just done 1.015. That's fine. And then we're going to take that to the 4th power because it's for 4 years. Now, what this does is this actually gives us the amount. This is not just the interest. This is the amount. So that's going to get us the 1273.60, we'll call it 64. So, so look how much difference there is. Not a lot of difference. In 4 years, we're looking at like buck, right? So if we're going to subtract that answer with 1272, we have a dollar. Right, subtract these two. Let's flip them, obviously, so it's not negative. 1.63626, 164. Not a lot of difference. So even though after a long amount of time, you're going to get more and more money if you compound your interest rather than use simple interest, it actually takes a while to see the difference. After 4 years, there's a $1.64 difference. So that is going to be my answer. A, $1.64 is the difference.